Welcome back, everybody. Today's video we're going to be adding an amplifier for the factory subwoofer, and also apparently when you put this thing in reverse there's no way to stop it going into reverse mode, so it just pops up with the reverse screen, and this car never came with a backup camera, so we're gonna have to add one. So we got some parts and pieces here, and we're going to add a backup camera and a small little form factor amplifier for the subwoofer and tie it all into the aftermarket head unit that we put in last time. So let's go. One, two, three, four T20 Torxes, and we're gonna pop these little guys out here, and then that panel will come out, and we got a couple more on the sides here. Then that panel will come out, and then we can get to this panel here. Once you get it removed, then you can see the whole unit here. Factory stuff on top, and then the aftermarket stuff that we did last time down below, all mounted to the factory bracket. Now we're down to where we can actually access the things that we need to access so we can start the process over again. So here's our piece with our old amp. All those are accessible. So what I'm thinking is I take this guy with all the adjustments and mount it right here to the inside. Only problem becomes this guy right here. So I think what we'll do is we'll go something like this, or even better yet, we'll go this way. We'll go on the back side here so it's more flush. Yeah, I think that line right there will be more gooder. Time for the death wheel. I think this will be its new home. There you go. Way down there. Alright, now that we know that that fits, now we just got to run some wires. So let's take out some seats and let's remove some panels here. So on these cars here, get the back seat out. Right underneath the front here, little button. Press that button, it pops up. And when it pops up, it'll just pop out. Alright, take two on the T40. And fold that flat back, and it's right in there. Blasted that out, not a problem. It looks like we also have, right up underneath the center here, we have a 10mm that needs to come out as well. Now we got all kinds of room for activities back here. Part we're more interested in is right up in here. Our wires will come through kind of where we did before, and they'll run that way up to the front. One thing that the customer was complaining about on this, and I'm not sure where it was coming from, so I'm going to try to just bypass the whole thing altogether, was we were using the remote turn on for the amplifier that's in the car. That's part of the car wiring, and by the looks of it here, it goes through other things as well, and it was causing a popping sound as you would turn it on in the car. So I have here an extra little wire. I'm going to run up to this deck in the front for remote turn on, and then here I have my wire that is a 3-conductor, white, red, and yellow for the backup camera, and then my RCA cable for the subwoofer output. And I got them all taped together here, and we're going to go ahead and pull that up through the trunk and through the back of the car and through everything else. Let's go. Show you guys a little trick here that I got. They sell these at Home Depot. They sell different ones, they'll slightly different color at Lowe's or your local electrical supply shop, but they thread together when you use multiples. This one happens to be broken at the end, which makes it perfect for this because I'm not jabbing a piece of metal in there. But they call these glow rods because they glow once you get in a dark space. Imagine that. Woo! So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it right down here, and I'm going to go from the front to the back, and once I got it through there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tape my wires on. I'm going to pull it through. Watch this. Tape. Alright, there's that part. I'm going to throw a couple of zip ties along the wires on the side here, make it a little bit nicer, and keep on moving. Nice and neat. These ones stayed the same. These ones got added to. Now I got my subwoofer channel on there. Now all that gets plugged into the amps, to there, and that guy goes back there. And bam! Done. In. Finished. We got the wires up here to the front. We're gonna go along here. We got this all pulled off. We're gonna go under here, come up the back, and come underneath this panel here, and up to the back of the radio. And we got some 6mm in here, and we got some screws in here too that we're gonna take out. They're all up in here. So let's do that. Set your e-brake, put it in drive, open up your ashtray / cigarette lighter. Let's get a better view here for you. A couple of T15s down here. Got one on this side.
Talking about stagger board. Yeah.
This one on this side. Drop it down on the floor. Drop this one down on that side. We'll put this back here. Now we can close this, pull this out, unconnect it. Now we can move our way up.
Hey, Ron.
Pop this panel out.
Hey, Ron.
Oh, there we go.
It's Aaron.
And then
Nice. It's
pop
Denise.
this one. Oh. Pop that out. Okay, that takes care of the bottom half. And now, take my panel tool, and I'll use the smaller side. Come in here, pop that, and then pop that. And then up here, we have a couple more T15s. And that is how that comes apart. We got our backup camera connected here. We got our subwoofer connected, RCA cable connected, and we got our new amp remote turn on to hopefully alleviate the big pop when you first turn it on. So let's go ahead and put the stereo back in the hole, and we'll give her a test run and see how it works. And looks like the subwoofer output of this stereo is not working for whatever reason, but I just wired it off of one of the other channels. I set it all to low pass, and it sounds pretty good. Let's take a listen real quick.
Even then, I'd never be satisfied. I cannot pay the bills, pop a couple pills, and just can't.
Alright, well, that part of it's done. Let's see here. If we start it up, car's running, and we put it in reverse. Hey, we got a reverse camera. All kinds of sensors telling us not to back up too, but we got a backup camera. Cool. That looks like a job done. I'm gonna go ahead and throw everything back together here and call this job completed. Alright everybody, that's a wrap on this video. The S500 is done. We got a backup camera installed. We got the subwoofer connected to its own amplifier. Like I said, unfortunately the subwoofer output didn't work, but that didn't stop me from making bassy sounds, so it went boom boom, which is what it needed to do. And we put it in reverse, the backup camera comes on, and the pop, it had to have been coming from one of the other systems somewhere along the lines. By hooking it up to that amp turn on wire, it just worked. So not using factory wire in this system is definitely the way to go. No fiber optic, run your own RCAs, run your own remote turn on. I guess the speaker wires are cool to use, but beyond that, save yourself some headache and just run some cable. It really wasn't that difficult. So hope this helped you guys out, and thank you. If you liked it, please don't forget to like and subscribe, drop a comment. You know the deal. Helps the algorithm, or whatever they say. So till next time.